Shalom Yasharala. Before you go into this lesson, we give all honor, all glory, and all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of JMS Camp, better known as Great Millstone, for the being 100% truth that I've been currently edified under. Shalom to the elect tabernacle of David, and I am Roberto Zariak coming to this lesson. What we are doing this lesson for is to give edification for herbal remedies for things like edema. It's very important to note because we have somebody going through a situation right now. I don't want to call no names, but I rather bring all the information as best as I possibly can to the best of my abilities, because this is very important for us to know this so we can continue to prolong our lives as we have the purpose and will of Yahweh Shemeshai to continue to do. And we know the healing comes from Yahweh Shemeshai himself. So instead of sitting there, why not get through it? Let's correct our diets and fix it and get everything we need to get so we can be in a better and a right standing. Alright? So let's go. The description of edema. Edema is a disease of the cells, tissues, and serous cavities. Right? It's an excessive retention of watery fluid in the cells, tissues, and serous cavities is edema. Serous cavities is edema. When the blood vessels get injured, they accumulate watery fluid that surrounds the area. The fluid is trapped in the cells or tissues and results in swelling. It is a response by the immune system after an injury or an inflammation. Causes of edema is burns, asthma, injury, surgery, allergies, diabetes, arthritis, bronchitis, pregnancy, menopause, medication, poor diet, blood clots, inflammation, malnutrition, liver disorder, varicose veins, liver disorder, lack of exercise, poor diet, varicose veins, damage of the kidneys. If not treated properly, edema may cause ulcers and stiffness of the nerves, muscles, and joints. So we need to get a remedy for it. And before we go into these remedies, they have three. They have a few here listed, which is Sambucus ebolus, which I believe is supposed to be elderberries, if I'm not mistaken. As you go, it have dub, it have carrot, it have java tree, we have nightshade, we have cypress essential oil, we have dandelion, very important, we have guava, we have fennel essential oils, we have lemongrass, and we have the multiple herbs combination provided in one, which we have the Puna Nava Silak, we have Piper Nigrum, we have, which I believe is supposed to be stinging natural, I believe. We have drumstick leaves. No, that is the first. Let's go to the second one. Second one now. We have drumstick leaves, which is supposed to be moringa. You make it into a juice. And it says leaves are diuretic in nature. Take some fresh drumstick leaves, juice, add some carrots to it. Drink it daily to reduce the swelling associated with edema. We go into the third one. It says take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or any other carrier and add 6 drops of geranium essential oil and 4 drops of grapefruit essential oil in it. Mix them well. Add this blend to a warm bath and soak in it for 15 minutes. Repeat this process once a day. I think that's supposed to be it for now. Let's get some more remedies to make sure that it will be comfortable that you take and adhere to help him. We have drop seeds, which is birch, right? And birch is a very nice herb. We have burning bush, horsetail, juniper berries. Go back into what? Moringa. You have Pipsiwa, if that's not pronounced so like, or sassafras. You have stone root. Stone root is also known as stone breaker, which is also known as seed underleaf. Very good for breaking up calcifications, restoring the kidneys and your liver, and reducing the retention of fluids in your foot, to be exact. Watercress and water plantain. That's not all. We have one more as well, dealing with water retention or edema. Water retention occurs when excess water is collected in the area of the body, and a blow trauma to the head, arm or body or an organ can result in edema to that area or organ. A deficiency of minerals and in the cells causes the cells to burn more carbon dioxide gas, which expands the cells, resulting in water seeping into the cells, which is edema. So edema usually could be fixed with enough minerals provided, but you also have to make sure that your stomach or your digestive system is equipped to absorb these minerals and nutrients to help prolong your life. This is why bringing out this information is very important, because the Bible says what? Yahweh had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. And the purpose for having them is so that you can prolong your life, as the Bible says. Wisdom and knowledge shall be stability at thy times, and the strength of salvation for the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So we have to remember that. So in order for you to help yourself or ask the Heavenly Father to help you, and if you provide this understanding unto you, then you should proceed to do it, because it's nothing that is going to hurt you, but more so help you, if it's the will of the Heavenly Father, to be exact. Let's keep reading. The pressure of one water-filled cell against another water-filled cell causes the cell to spill water out, which is edema. Water goes out of a cell that was built with inadequate nutrients, junk food diet, nutrient stress due to disease or emotions causing edema. Weakly constructed cells die faster than shrink and throw out water, which is edema. Cells that generate excess heat because they are filled with a cellular mineral salt waste causes moisture to be lost. Edema. Water is a solvent and primarily helps to dissolve waste by rusting it, or ionization. Excess fluid, which is edema, is not the disease but the reaction to a disease. So the fluid is not the disease in it, but it's the reaction to it, as mentioned here. So the more you read, the more you learn, right? For example, excessive fluid retention in the left leg can be related to a disease. For example, excess fluid. I think I read it twice. Excess fluid, edema. Okay, I read the same thing twice. Okay. I'm gonna bring it up so I can read better. Alright, get it now. Right, so we continue. It says right, for example, fluids retention in the left leg can be related to uterus or prostate problems, swelling, edema, ankles and or feet before or during menstruation can be related to a mineral deficiency of manganese, iron and calcium. So it's telling you the minerals that is required to help prevent manganese, iron and calcium, excess estrogen and or cellular waste congestion in the uterus. It says water retention. Edema is a disease symptom that can be related to a heart or kidney disorder. The heart must have the strength, nutritionally balanced chemistry. Nutritionally, pause that. Okay. Oh my goodness, why not? Come back in there, fast. Nutritionally balanced chemistry, if I can find it. To pump thick sludge waste in the blood and pump out the excess fluid that are in the extremities, feet, hands, etc., or else the fluid is retained. The kidney can be stressed by cellular waste, uric acid, meat. So cellular waste, uric acid, meat, dairy products, and more. Which is why I tell everyone, when you go into a cleanse, remove meats, oils, dairy products, milk, cheese, sugars, all these things. Rice, you stick to your veggie greens and stick to your fruits. The reason being is because when doing a cleanse, the aim is to get all the excess waste out of the body, from acids to mucus to toxins to fluids. All have to come out of his body in a space of 7 days. So when you're doing a cleanse, now you see why it is very important, because it outlines right here when it says the kidneys can be stressed by cellular waste, uric acid, meats and dairy, etc., high blood pressure, sugar, salt, excessive sex, and fail to filter the released fluid from the blood. See, do not use salt, as a salt retains fluid and is a poison classified as a drug. The edema can be a result of mineral deficiency or an electrolyte. That the body is an electrical magnet imbalance. The body retains the fluid in order to retain the minerals in the fluid. The fluid may be retained around weak joints, mineral drained bones, and organs to dissolve waste. Water is retained inside and on the body due to weak tissues. For example, pus is fluid. It comes when tissues is traumatized, wounded. Swelling, watery blood occurs when a joint is bruised, injured, weak, or the skin is harmed by inflammation. Incidentally, tears and water come when the emotions are weakened by sadness or pain. Water is a solvent used to break down bodily waste and to serve as a liquid band-aid. Fluid retention is used to help the the deteriorated health of an individual. So it's a very key point to part of your healing, but you have to change it and eat correct, which is why they give everything they need right here. And notice it's very similar to what I usually tell people. Let's listen. We have the herbs first, which is the black cohosh. We have the butchu, that corn syrup, which is used to remove fluids, called preventing fluid retention. And we have kabeb. I never heard of her before. I will look it up eventually. And ginger, very important. Horsetail, jewel weed, juniper berry, kidney bean, pod, lobila, marshmallow, parsley, and uva ursa. We have the food required, which is what? Cucumber. I always say cucumber, that is onion, garlic, and fruits. Cucumber, leafy green or green leaf vegetables, caramboa, melons, which is fruits, cantaloupes, honeydew melon, watermelon, yellow melons. You understand? Cucumber is also classified as part of a melon, for those who don't know. So as you go, it says pineapple and whole grains, which is your nuts or your grains. This is what you're supposed to be eating in the time of fixing your edema, nothing else. You're not supposed to be drinking, you're supposed to be eating junk food, you're not supposed to be eating high salted foods, none of the above. Just simply these that is given unto you for information as to what you're supposed to consume, because at the end of the day, let's get a precept in Sirach chapter 38 and verses 12, as it says, then give place to a physician, for Yahweh hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. There's a time when in their hands there's good success, for they shall also pray unto Yahweh that they would prosper that which they give for ease and for remedies to prolong life. As it goes on to say, he that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician. So I hope this lesson was edifying. I will say Shalom Yasharallah, Kal Halalian, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Mekakodash. We give double honor to the apostles and prophets and elders of James camp. Let them ask good millstone for the big fort, the 100% true God we currently edified under. Shalom to the elect, Tabernacle of David, and the army brother Zariach, saying to you, Shalom.